unstoppable. I believe I've only just begun. I will conquer, I will fly, reach my peak, I will. And there's nothing that can ever bring me down. I am living proof that nothing is impossible. I beat the odds when hope was nowhere to be found. There was a strength that carried me through every obstacle. It lets me know that it's too late.
In the spring of the year 2014, a 95-year-old mother and grandmother was kidnapped. Her family was contacted by the kidnappers for ransom to be paid. They were distraught. For days, the cloud stayed with them with no certainty as to the release of their mother. 93 days later, she was released by the kidnappers, but the damage of the trauma had been done. The youngest child of the old woman swore in that moment that whenever opportunity presented itself, he would fight insecurity with the brute of a gladiator and wisdom of a Greek. That old woman was Yahaya Bello, and that young man was Governor Yahaya Bello. 2 years later, in 2016, Yahaya Bello became governor of Kogi State in the most divine way, an opportunity to fulfill his promise. Now, we take you on a journey through 5 years of fulfilling that promise. Kogi State borders 10 states, including the FCT, with a population of 3.5 million people. Its capital city, Lokoja, plays home to the confluence of the famed rivers Niger and Benue. The geography of the state puts it in a position as a connecting state between the northern and southern parts of the country.
Kogi State has been termed the confluence state because of the unique advantage of having the two great rivers, Niger and Benue, meet in Lokoja.
But far from the good it presented, it spells danger for the state as it made it prone to a myriad of criminal activities. Chief amongst the criminal activities as of 2015 was armed robbery. It is recorded that between 2011 and 2015, there were 16 successful bank robberies in Kogi State. The armed robbers were on a rampage and banks were their cash boxes.
Highway robbery, bank robberies were the norm and order of the day.
So bad that at some point, banks all over the state closed work at 12 p.m. daily.
The banks were closing at work 12 o'clock because if it would be a big risk for any bank to open beyond 1 o'clock.
Armed robbers were having a field day unchecked.
Armed robbery was issued on ground that time.
From 2015, the crime dynamics tilted away from armed robbery to kidnapping. Being a connecting state, Kogi soon became a kidnap hub. Commuters were no longer safe as the rampage continued. The Lokoja-Obajana Highway, Okene-Kaba, Itobe-Tuaje, Lokoja-Gegu, Chikara, up to Abuja, which were armed robbery hotspots, became kidnapping hotspots as well.
Kidnapping was a kind of what took over.
And thus, the heat only got hotter. The change in the crime dynamics was a result of the strict implementation of the central bank's cashless policy in 2014. People no longer traveled with cash, so robbing them was a loss and criminals changed gradually from robbery to kidnapping for ransom. Kogites were not safe and commuters traveled the state with prayers in their mouths, fear in their hearts and eyes popped open. Between January 2015 and July 2016, there were over 167 recorded kidnap cases within the state. So bad was it that Kogi State was named the kidnap capital of Nigeria, and in 2015, the US Embassy issued a statement that warned its citizens against visiting or traveling through Kogi State.
US Embassy in Abuja issue statement in 2015 for citizens not to cross Kogi State, not to come to Kogi State. The same thing with the United Kingdom and some other countries. Reason was Kogi became the center, headquarters of kidnapping, terrorism, and you had a lot of communal classes in Kogi.
Another point of insecurity in the state was disunity amongst the various tribes. And being a state with three major tribes, Igala, Ebuel, Okun, and other minority tribes, Kogi State had a basket full of communal clashes splattered across the state. Also, with a record of electoral violence, thuggery, and cultism was on a high. The state was notorious for being a hatchness for Boko Haram insurgents with a lab for the production of IEDs. In fact, Okene was used as the primary base for the sect to draft their nefarious activities.
There's a scenario in Kogi where a particular church, Deeper Life Church in Okene, was attacked and over 18 lives gone. In Kogi State, in Kogi Central, we have ISWAP, bomb making factory, because of the forestry terrain.
This went on for years before Governor Yahaya Bello's administration's forthright leadership came in to rescue the state from the hands of the terrorists. As noted in his swearing-in speech on 27th of January 2016, it was obvious to all and sundry that the young governor was coming on board geared up with a design modality that will rid Kogi State of insecurity, together with a collaborative effort of all the heads of the security agencies in the state. Over the last 61 months, security of lives and properties has been the area in which the administration made the quickest recovery and most measurable progress. The trend of kidnap cases dropped drastically from July 2016 to a few isolated incidents of kidnapping recorded. But what did the governor do to achieve such results? The first point of action was to synergize the various security agencies in the state. The next was the creation of Operation Total Freedom, the OTF, in September 2016 with participants from the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Navy, the Nigerian Police Force, DSS, and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. The outfit started with 300 personnel deployed across the state, but currently has over 545 men deployed all over the state for 24-hour patrol. This is one area of the government's policy in 2016 that has brought relative peace to the state. Operation Total Freedom currently has 8 sectors all over the state. The relevant logistic supports to perform their duties effectively were provided by the government, including 150 vehicles and allowances for the troops. The governor further pushed for the Nigerian Navy in collaboration with the Defense Intelligence Agency, the DIA, to deploy Special Boat Servicemen, SBS, to the state, as well as the Inspector General of Police, who also deployed special forces to Kogi State. Now, understanding that all crimes are first local and should be dealt with in this regard, the governor saw to the recruitment of over 3,000 young Kogites into the state's vigilante service. They were trained rigorously at the state capital, and the government further distributed 260 motorcycles and provided 10 Hilux vehicles to ease their operations. Local hunters were also inducted into the service of apprehending criminals, as they are much more used to the bush and forest terrains. The New Direction administration, under the leadership of Governor Yahaya Bello, constructed a forward operating base in Okene local government area for the Nigerian Army. The facility consists of fabricated buildings for officers and men, items of furniture, cafeteria, prefabricated perimeter fencing, sentry towers, armory, solar system, water storage tank, landscaping, and other ancillaries. Sprouting incidents of clashes between Fulani herdsmen and host communities in the state was nipped right in the bud by the proactiveness of the governor through quick interventions and dialogue in most cases. Relevant stakeholders were engaged to ensure continued peaceful coexistence with the Fulanis. The subtle rise of the Boko Haram sect in the state, as mentioned earlier in the Central Senatorial District of the state, was swiftly cut out by the governor.
This is the end of the road for criminals within Kogi State, and those that are sponsoring them from outside and within Kogi State. If you give birth to a child, train that child.
There was the building of terrorist cells around Kogi Central. This is Excellency working with the security agencies, nipped in the bud.
The sect had established base as far back as 2011 in the state and was growing, serving as a bomb distribution act for the sect in other parts of the state. But within 14 months in office, Governor Yahaya Bello pulled his weight behind the security forces and ensured the total annihilation of the sect with no compromise. It was quick, it was smart, and it was a sweep. Understanding the key role of technology and innovation in tackling insecurity, the government launched the VGS Quick Emergency Reporting and Response System, a web-based dispatch software solution that is able to receive alerts and distress calls from individual users with VGS Mobile Reporter app on their cell phones and transmit to the command headquarters. The two centers located at Operation Total Freedom Headquarters and the Kogi State Command Headquarters are manned by trained personnel for quick response to distress calls. Several security vehicles for security agencies in the state were installed with responders to enable them respond to immediate distress calls. A total of 10,000 mobile apps on phones were made available for people to swap and report incidents to the centers. The governor also put in place a policy for the demolition of criminal houses and properties acquired from proceeds of crimes, especially kidnapping. The state government observed the criminals operate easily on bad roads, especially where there are potholes. Accordingly, it carried out series of road repairs within the state, including federal roads. Bushes along major roads were equally cleared, covering a distance of about 20 to 25 meters away to ensure that criminals do not hide and cause havoc on innocent motorists. This decision has been commended by several states of the Federation. It is also yielding results as it has contributed immensely in no small measure at reducing kidnapping. From being known as the kidnap capital of Nigeria, today, in just 5 years, Kogi State under Governor Yahaya Bello's administration is recorded as the safest state in the north and one of the safest states in Nigeria. For his strides in securing Kogi State, Governor Yahaya Bello has received bags of awards from security agencies. In 2017, he was awarded the most security-conscious governor in Nigeria by the Nigerian Police Force. He also won the Man of the Year on Security Matters Award in the same year and the Nigerian Air Force Combat Sports Medal. In 2021, he received the Buffalo Battalion Award of Recognition. And also the Institute of Security and Strategic Studies vested Yahaya Bello as a fellow of the institute and awarded him Security Personality of the Year.
I most appreciate the contribution of the vibrant young governor of Kogi State, who detests crime and have always been rendering helping hands to nip crime not only in his state but across the country at large. I doff my hat for Governor Yahaya Bello, the support the special forces have been receiving from him. If all governors could emulate in terms of providing strategic information, I think the peace we have been yearning for will soon be close to us.
Hello, good evening everyone. Apparently, well, we are on air again for the second time. Basically, we are just here to make people understand and see reason, because I noticed a lot of people don't know much about Governor Yahaya Bello, but they just have this ill feeling towards him. So myself and a couple of people are going to sit and give a few reasons why he's like the best thing that happened to Kogi State. And for today we are going to be focusing on security, apparently we just watched a documentary on security. So we will definitely have every young person in Nigeria come onto this platform to say why they like Yahaya Bello. So for today, we'll start with a few of us. Those who are online, I will grant them access and they will come and say what makes them think Yahaya Bello is doing a very, very good job. So with due course, we'll get more people. But for now, those who are available, we're going to work with them. So with that, I'm going to usher in Mr. Donald, and he will say his 2 cents about GYB. Good evening, Mr. Donald.
Oh, okay. Good evening, everyone. Okay, just finished watching the video documentary on His Excellency Alhaji Adozaya Bello. It's very obvious his strides and achievements towards securing Kogi State, or let's just put it, making Kogi State the safest place in Nigeria currently, is actually nothing to be contested. As a matter of fact, it cannot be overemphasized. As in ranging from the supports he has given the security personnel so far, and also having gone so far as synchronizing the entire security outfit in Kogi State by also creating the OTF, which is the Operation Total Freedom, which I feel it's a very commendable effort. So without saying so much, because I am not from Kogi State, I'm from the East actually, so I feel the very areas he has done tremendously well is security and let's say going as far as securing the life and property of every indigenous of Kogi State. So I feel it's something other governors and other security outfits should actually emulate. It's a very, very good rise and a very wonderful achievement so far for Kogites. So with that being said, I feel Kogi State has been enjoying so much under his wings, and it's something very, very commendable. Thank you so much.
Sorry, my mic was muted. So as I was saying, he's not from Kogi State, so you guys shouldn't think it's one of his boys that is on the payroll. It's just people who have good things to say about the governor. You know, they have been to the states, they have done things for themselves. Like I said initially, a lot of people don't really know him. They just hear things and start, you know, this loyalty to your friend. Like, okay, you hate this guy, let me also hate them. Let me also hate him. But you know. So next, I'm going to bring another person, and he's going to say his own bit of why he likes Mr. Bello, Alhaji Yahaya Bello. So good evening, Mr. Stanley.
Yo, good evening, Nigerians. Yeah, I'm happy you guys gave me opportunity on this platform to speak today, because I've been itching to address my fellow youths. I am very, very happy and elated to talk about Yahaya Bello. On a more serious note, in fact, my name is Agu Uzoma. I'm graduating from my abode in Imo State, Owerri, Nigeria. Yahaya Bello has done what federal government cannot even do in 5 years. I am speaking from all alacrity, and we visiting Kogi State one or twice and always passing through Kogi State. You know, the first and the most paramount thing of a governor to achieve in a state is security. And it's not overemphasized about that. If the state is secured, then other things can fall in place. You see development coming to town. Yahaya Bello, within 14 months of assumption into office, he has been able to curb all kidnapping and armed robbery attacks in the state, which is very, very highly commendable. It's not easy to bring all the whole security apparatus in your state and have a synergy between them. Even to the vigilante hunters, all of them are working to make the state safe and inhabitable for the indigenes. On a more serious note, I must commend Adoza Yahaya Bello. I have not met him one-on-one before. I don't know him, but what he has done in Kogi State is highly, highly commendable. And I must say that it is a way forward. And in fact, all the whole government, 36 states or 35 states in Nigeria should emulate him. In fact, they should ask him for a blueprint on how to curb security or criminal activities in their states. Let me not waste too much of time. In fact, if you allow me, I will talk from now to tomorrow because we are not happy in Nigeria, but Yahaya Bello has done us proud.
We have people that want to talk as well. Thank you. I know we leave you here. You will say more than your time. So, well, we have plenty hands up here. A lot of people are raising their hands up, but I don't think we have that time. So I think we'll take about 2 more persons. Take about 2 more. We will be having this regularly. And on a very good day, he himself is going to be here to address everyone. I'm seeing all the comments you guys are writing. I'm seeing all the comments, those who want to meet him, those who are like praising him. And this is not about, oh, okay, yeah, King George, I can see you. You say you are here. Patricia Balogun. He said, I won't be surprised. Well, this is not about presidency right now. This is not about presidency right now. This is just the place where we make people understand that it's not just about hearsay. You just hear things others say and start reacting. You just hear what people are saying and then you start reacting. You know, we need to learn to get our facts right in this country. We can't just see people and just start reacting like, okay, this is my enemy. So I'm sure those of you who watched the documentary, there was a part that really touched me. I don't know if any other governor in this country, their mother has been kidnapped, but his mother was kidnapped. Abdullahi, just send a message to the governor's page. Send a message to the governor's page and then we can work that out. I don't know if any other governor, if any governor's mother has been kidnapped. But the governor of Kogi State, his mother was kidnapped. And I think that is like, you know, they say, na person wey wear the shoe, we know where they pain them. So he has felt the pains of those whose people have been kidnapped. He knows the pains they are going through. It's not like he's sitting there and be like, okay, let me just pity them. He has been there. He knows what it is. And we thank God his mother came out alive, because not everybody is so fortunate. But we don't even have to allow kidnappers even kidnap anybody. As in, like, this is our country, for heaven's sake. That some people are not supposed to do some certain things and walking around feeling like they are bad like that. They can't try that rubbish again now in Kogi State. They don't bomb person well. So all those small things. And another impressive one I also heard from the documentary is when they said they noticed that the armed robbers were using the bad roads to attack people. No, that is like a very proactive measure. Even the federal roads, he fixed them up. You know, some people will just sit down there and be like, let us just give the police more cars. Let us just look for everything. Look for Omar Jafaro. Okay, he says Kogi State institutions have been open and have not been observing national strikes, unlike other institutions in the federation. This alone is a huge achievement and worthy of accolades. This is beyond party politics. There will be a day for education. There will be a day for education. So back to what I was saying. Like, he fixed the roads, making sure that the bad roads don't slow people down and then they get attacked by anyone. And Then he even cleared the roads. You know those bushes by the side of the road? Cleared it inside, 20-25 meters. Cleared it, like, you know, sometimes they can just pop up from the bush and attack you. But when the road is clear, nobody can attack you. You get? So most of the people complaining, I feel like they have not really been to Kogi, or not just the normal bad belly. You get? It's just the normal bad belly that we have, people just getting very angry and bitter. But we need to get our facts right. Okay, without talking too much, I think let me call the other two people from the rest of the group here. So Mr. David, I'm bringing you up. Good evening, sir.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. Sorry, there's power outage in my area, so it's kind of a little bit shady.
Nah, it's fine. At least we can see your face. It's all good.
I'm just turning in from Abuja, the capital. I have been following Governor Bello, and I must say he has been doing a very good work. Way back 2011, I still remember I know them for insurgency, robbery, and kidnapping. So since it's emergence, like I must confess, the report from Kogi State about robbery and everything drastically. And I think these are the measures he has put in place that seem to them they are working effectively. That's why it has been able to curb the situation. So I must commend him very well for his work well done. I really appreciate it. And if I am opportunity, I want to thank him personally for what he has done. It's a way forward for late. It's a way forward. So I must commend that. And if you look, how did you even put all these things in place? One, we have gone through the movement for security and see that bring this agency back and to fight the cause. It's really commendable, and he has been able to achieve that. Really appreciate that. So that's the little I want to contribute from the end here.
All right. Thank you, sir. We do appreciate. We really appreciate.
Thank you.
So, well, before I close this session, I just want us to understand one thing. It's one thing to be young. It's one thing to be in the game called politics, and it's another thing altogether to come through for your people. You know, we have to learn to get our facts right. I keep hammering on getting our facts right because there's a lot of bad blood out there spreading a lot of false information. So there are a lot of places where you can verify news. It's not just everything you see and you jump on and you start shouting, oh, he has done this one, he has done that one. At least we should learn to verify our information before we start circulating it. I kind of feel like people feed on bad news, which is not cool. You know, at least verify the news. It mustn't be good or bad before you start circulating. Just verify it first. So, and I think the documentary has said a lot. On for those who have not watched the documentary, it's going to be on the governor's page, his Facebook page, his Twitter account, his Instagram. I think we are live on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook right now. All of his pages, official GY Kogi. So you can easily go back there and watch the documentary again. It's not long, just 13 minutes, but quite informative. Like very informative. Okay, I think I should give audience to the last person. I don't. Okay, well, let me just give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. Missy Joma, if you are there.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I really hope you can hear me because my network is really messed up.
Yeah,
and I
we
have
can hear
to
you.
really stress myself to come out because of the topic for today.
All for the governor. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yes, which is security. So security in general can never be overemphasized. And from that video, one thing actually caught my attention, and that was him realizing that crimes are local and they need to be treated as such.
Yeah.
So, by having that kind of knowledge, he was able to recruit over 3,000 willing young Kodai. And if you really check it, who would know the terrain of an environment if not the indigents there?
Definitely.
That was a very, permit me to use the word dope, that was a very dope move because it is a win-win for everybody. The state on its own is getting what they need to do, is getting what they need. And also, the youths are being engaged, they are being trained, they are acquiring knowledge and relevant skill sets that will enable them to contribute positively to Kogi State. Personally, I feel that if other governors can do this thing that he has done, the insecurity in Nigeria will reduce. That's my own take on this issue.
Thank you for climbing tree to find network to talk to us. We appreciate.
You're welcome.
All right. So I think for today that will do. Probably next time we will probably go longer. This is kind of impromptu. Like I just dropped the message on a group and like we want to talk about the governor tonight, and people came up. Some are still having network issues, some are having issues with light. We are still in Nigeria. It's not like we traveled abroad. All of us are in Nigeria. So these things are bound to happen. So please, probably on Friday, I think on Friday we're going to have another live broadcast. Joseph Danladi, I see you, bro. I see you. No problem. When you do, just send a message to his official page. We'll definitely receive it. His official page on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, whatever. They just mention that it's you, Joseph Danladi. Okay. I think I should be letting these comments pop up so everyone should see them, not just me. Yeah, Miss Miriam. Well, your hospital is coming up. I think they're roofing the hospital at Okene right now. So yeah, hospital is coming up. Please, if you know any teacher that has not been paid salary, please let us know. Let us know. Like any teacher that has not been paid salary, let us know. Then this is from Dan Ladi. Yeah, we'll definitely work with that. Okay. Yeah, we'll forward this to him. He will definitely get this message. Umar Jafaru. He will definitely get the message. So thanks for having us. Thanks for spending your evening with us. We really appreciate, and we'll be on your screens very soon. Thank you very much, and good night.